It's the quarterfinals of the FCIAC Boys Lacrosse Playoffs. The A-seeded Trumbull Eagles visit the #1 seeded Darien Blue Wave in what should be an exciting playoff matchup. Can the Eagles pull off the upset, or will the Wave continue their quest to avenge a 2019 FCIAC playoff loss? Find out on this doubleheader of the FCIAC playoffs. Hello, everyone. My name is Ted Brennan, alongside former Darien Lacrosse alums and former DAF Media alums Sam Craig and Ethan Haas. Guys, good to have you in the booth.
It's awesome to be here. Happy to be back. It's lovely weather, and I love being in Darien right now. It's a great time.
Yep, thanks for having me on. First time, but I'm excited.
Yeah, same here.
T. Kaminsky will win the face-off for Darien, and we are underway.
Oh, good stop.
O'Malley threw that one on Jason Rubenstein. Comes up with the save.
What a save.
Yeah, it's a great save to get him started.
Controlled the rebound well in that first one.
The Eagles finished the regular season 9-6, earning them the A seed in the FCIAC playoffs. Darien finished an impressive 14-1 with that sole loss coming against Brunswick a couple weeks back. This is the first time that Darien and Trumbull have faced off this season due to Darien playing in the East, Trumbull playing in the West.
Yeah, I look to see Darien pressure out early. That's been their mainstay for a lot of these games. Good piece.
That was number 55, Jeremiah Stafford. Long stick midi. And that's picked up by Christian Allegro.
He's a stallion across the middle.
Allegro, normally not a starter, but this Darien team has had to have the next man up mentality with a myriad of injuries, including senior captains Holt Mathias and Jameson Moore, two big losses to this offense. Here's Allegro, though, and Allegro scores early on.
Yeah, good patience out of Allegro. He tucks his stick, does a little hesitation there, and gets a really good look on the goalie. Trumbull should look to slide a little bit earlier there and break down.
Yeah, a little bit of a busted play, but with Allegro and his sheer athleticism, you'll see him just get to the goal like that often.
Yeah, not a lot of the goalie can do there.
Allegro nets the first.
Good wing play by Stafford. Such an undervalued part of the face-off is the wing play. You have good wings, you can make up for a lot of your mistakes.
So here comes Stroom, number 30, traditional attackman, but it looks like he's bumping up to play midi with Christian moving up to the first line.
Darien looks to get in the pairs offense there. Both give and go with Stroob and Minikis, but might have been a force.
Trumbull will move the ball up the far sideline. That will go out of bounds. Darien retains possession.
It's a good outlet by Rubenstein. It's a good pass. Got it out quickly. Just mishandled, that's all.
Matt Stein handling it now. Actually, I believe that's number 8, Jeff Caesar.
Yeah, you see Darien open up in their pairs offense, lets them spread the field a little bit better.
Keep it hot.
Here's the freshman, Brady Picorni.
Trumbull should look to go early here. It seems like they're ready for it.
Picorni has been the freshman sensation for this team, leading them in goals. Makes a move, goes low. Good save by Rubenstein.
Good save. Trumbull is ready for it. Brady makes a good move, though.
Intercepted.
Oh, another good save.
Stein tried to go low, and Rubenstein shut the door. Another save. And that's netted by Brady Picorni.
Rubenstein keeping them in it a little bit, a couple times with those saves, but unfortunately, when you're playing a team like Darien and you can't clear the ball.
Yeah, I think it's Trumbull.
Trumbull
should just be a little patient. They have 20 seconds. There's no need to rush that. Rubenstein seems to be kind of a force in the field right now. You give it to your goalie, he'll make the right play. But it's a failed clear. They were ready for it. Trumbull looks like they're not super asleep. They're ready to go. So I expect them to be better.
So Picorni makes it 2-0 early on. It'll be Kaminsky and number 5, Sean Brennan for Trumbull.
Ty with the reverse clamp there. He flips his stick over and clamps it right in his stick instead of raking it out. It's a smart play. Changing it up.
Great ground ball by Minikis, but he gets knocked down there. Let's see if he can pick it up.
That face-off was all the Trumbull wings there. They closed in quickly on Kaminsky and hustled in. They didn't get the outcome they wanted, but got the ball on the ground.
O'Malley stick handling it now. Finn Picorni. Inside, that hit the crossbar.
No.
Not going to call it a goal. Oh, yep.
Refs say across the line, and now Finn Picorni will get a goal.
Yeah, that's a tough call by the refs. It goes both ways, you know. If you're Trumbull, you're upset with that. If you're Darien, you're happy, but that can go both ways when it hits the crossbar. It's hard to tell.
Trumbull will call a timeout, as will we. We'll be back in a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Kaminsky and Brennan will go back to the draw circle. And Kaminsky wins the draw. He'll get knocked down, flag is called, and he is down.
Yeah, that's going to be a high hit. Cross check. A little bit different of a wing setup there. We had Allegro all the way down towards the Darien side, gave Kaminsky some room to the left-hand side. He made a nice exit. It was a good play by Ty. Toughness play.
Seen that a little bit from Kaminsky this year. He'll pick it up on a face-off and try to take it himself.
I didn't get the signal. I don't think it's locked in. I didn't see the signal from the ref, but I couldn't hear him. Looks like just 1 minute for a cross check.
O'Malley nets that one off of the feed from Minikis. O'Malley makes this a 4-0 lead.
Good fundamentals from O'Malley. Overhand rip to a bouncer. Gets it out quickly too, doesn't think about it. Just steps in, pulls it.
Yeah,
good play.
You usually see Darien set up in that set on the man up, but usually they have to run some sort of wheel to get it going, but they're just quick ball movement allows O'Malley to freeze hands early.
O'Malley liked what he saw there, so let it rip.
Miskey looks to be all right as he wins that face-off, and it flips it to Minikis.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been doing a different exit every time, so keeping the Trumbull Fogo on his toes. It's a smart play by Ty. Good ride out of Trumbull, though. Didn't give up on the play.
Here's number 35, the senior captain, Shea Grant, who lost that off of a nice check from the Darien defense.
Yeah, if you're Trumbull there, you probably want to give your defense a little bit of a rest. They haven't seen offensive possession in a little bit, so I'll give them a little bit of rest. But I don't dislike that take.
See if Allegro chooses to push the break. Seems like not. They're going to set up the offense.
Here's Stein with it now. He's being closely guarded by Jake Moffitt. Corny found O'Malley. What a good save by Rubenstein.
Flip the field, yep.
Shot there just wide from Allegro.
Great find by Picorni, but couldn't finish it. Let's see if he can go back to it.
Here's Picorni. Fake shot.
But off Rubenstein's helmet there. He looks to be okay. Rubenstein's standing tall in the cage. You got to give him credit. He's made, I think, 8 stops now. He's all good.
Rubenstein was named Max Prep's player of the game in their win against Stanford to close out their regular season, showing why he was named that, standing tall in net.
Well, in that game, I saw he actually scored a goal himself.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Trumbull looks like they have a slide set up already. They're in a zone. Off the invert. Yep, they go quickly.
Minikis off of the feed from Picorni makes it 5-0.
Yeah, it's the right slide out of Trumbull. They've got a shorty on Picorni who's definitely a threat. I think they just lost their man a little bit with Minikis there. And Minikis, he takes a really good shot. Low pipe. It's a tough save all around. He gets it out quickly, so. Another reverse clamp out of Ty. It's so nifty.
6.3, they tied it up there and entering overtime.
Gritty play out of Ty.
Yeah, it takes a lot to knock a kid like Ty, with Ty's size over, but you see him going in the middle, try to force it, and nothing comes out of it.
I can't imagine what that kid's wrists are after games. It's like tuna, black and blue.
Around the rest of the FCIAC, we have some final updates. The 5th-seeded Ridgefield Tigers beat the 4th-seeded Greenwich Cardinals 8-2. That game was at Greenwich as a score there from number 8, Joe Caesar.
Yeah, it's a really good cut out of Joe. He keeps his stick right by his head, and Minikis makes the right pass, and he gets it out quickly and stings the corner a little bit there. Really good cut. Staying active off ball, you love that. Darien staple.
Yeah, that pair's offense provides a nightmare for opposing defenses. Especially when you have Strub out there with a shorty on him, it's pretty much like 2 attackmen going at it together and draws the entire defense looking their way, and they're able to bang it to the backside and get something quick.
Looks like we're going to get a loose push on Darien. Chase Gulick there on the face-off.
He'll attend Ithaca next year.
All-state skier, Chase Gulick.
I believe when he was in 4th or 5th grade, he was also an all-state wakeboarder.
Water skier, I believe.
Water skier.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Once again, around the FCIAC, New Canaan ties the game up 7-7. They're now in overtime. That's the 3-6 matchup against Wilton. And that could be a big upset for Wilton if they're able to pull it out. And then Darien Baseball continues their Cinderella story in the FCIAC playoff as the 14 seed. They beat West Hill 11-7 today. And they'll be moving on to the semifinals.
God love FCIAC lacrosse. Doesn't get much better than this. Trumbull being smart here, taking their time, giving their defense a little bit of a break, working it around. They look calm, which is good. Never let the game get too big.
Here's Ethan Hughes with it now. Inside, that's a goal from number 13, Billy Colbert.
That play takes a lot of mental toughness because Colbert catches that as a top-down feed, so he's got it back to the whole defense, and he turns around and slings it, and he pays the price. He got knocked down, but it's a good take by him. A really good toughness play, and it's a good feed as well.
Colbert makes it 6-1.
Michael Minikis in the house.
One of the many Minikises to go through this program. Seeing that you guys are both former Darien alums, what was it like playing in the FCIAC playoffs? I'll ask you both this question.
For me, it was kind of almost business as usual. We play in so many big games that, nothing's too big for you. You're just going through your preparation and trusting all the, work you put in that week. So, and it happens super quickly. It's really only a week, so it's really good fun, and it's always fun playing down at McMahon. At Casa Grande. It's a great field.
Yeah, sorry, I was going to wait till that play developed to answer, but I would say for me, yeah, kind of to echo Sam, it's all about taking what you've done all season. You're not going to have a lot of time that week to watch the film to prepare for each specific player. So it's all about taking what you did over the season and trying to translate it into one hard-working week of lacrosse.
Demopoulos had a nice stop there.
Was a good save. The unique break they ran there. They had I think Bolt and slide, and they had McGarren the pull come out of the box and replace the point.
Minikis nets his second of the night, 7-1.
Yep, Minikis looked up for one split second, saw the back of his defender's helmet, back of his defender's head, and took off running.
That was a beauty. He caught it and stung top right super quickly. It's a cool lacrosse move, really. They're back out to Kaminsky on the face-off.
Darien wins the face-off. Here's O'Malley with Brennan on his hip.
Clean win. Get it to your horse, O'Malley, and he'll take care of the ball. Smart play. You can hear Braemar calling out plays. Looks like Trumbull's gone to the zone here.
Yeah, you'll see Darien start to use some of their own man-up plays while Trumbull's in this zone. We'll see if it works out for Darien or if we're going to make Trumbull go back to their man-to-man defense.
It's all about communication here for Trumbull. How quickly can you move and talk with your peers here on the same page? Rubenstein.
Another save with the helmet. That's been two or three of them today.
Right off the dome.
A little less than 2 minutes remain in this first quarter. That one is thrown away.
That's all Stein and Picorni swarmed on the drop ride and just caused that turnover there. Trumbull back to the zone. Rubenstein. Another good save.
Yeah, that's a low-angle shot from Picorni, but, I mean, he was open, so that's definitely one we've seen him convert on a couple times over the course of the season, so you can't criticize him for taking it.
Yeah, I love what I've seen out of Rubenstein today. He's not a jumpy goalie. He's remaining calm. He's not guessing, He's reacting to the ball, and it shows in the stat line. He's had a couple of really good stops.
Here's Hughes with it now. Gives it up to Grant. Grant, saved by Demopoulos.
Stas answers the good save by Rubenstein with one of his own.
Dangerous pass.
Oh, hospital pass out of Erickson. He had Finn Picorni behind him. I don't think he realized. He normally likes to hit Brady Picorni there, but I guess Trumbull watched the film because he was not open.
Trumbull's going to have to move quickly if they want to score in this quarter. Time's running out.
Under 5. Let's see what they can do. Good move.
Good
Gets
shot.
the goal and
Great.
goal.
Great bounce shot there from number 23, Julian Kammerman.
Yeah, Cameron keeps the stick in his left hand there and does a little spin back. It keeps his angle. He maintains his angle with the goalie and gets a nice high bouncer. It's a nifty, boxy type move that translated really well.
Julian Kammerman makes this a 7-2 game going into the second.
Darien Youth Lacrosse walking past us right now. You gotta love that. Every one of these players went through the program, and a lot of the nation's top prep players came through Darien Youth Lacrosse, which I don't think they ever deserve enough credit. And just shout out Darien Youth Lacrosse.
That'll do it for the first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a minute.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien high school students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We Are On the Stage. We Are At the Big Games. We Are On the Field. We Are In the Gym. We Are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, the score is 7-2 after 1. For those of you just joining us, my name is Ted Brennan alongside Sam Craig and Ethan Haas here on the DAF Media Network. The New Canaan Wilton game is going into double OT, still tied at 7. The winner of that game will face the winner of the Staples-Ludlow game. Staples is up 11-8. Face-off won by Kaminsky. Shot by Stein, and that's good.
Great find by Minikis, but you've got to give Ty some credit there. He saw where the wings were. He saw he could win it forward, and just like that, pushes it forward, pushes the break. Minikis skips to Stein, and from there it's lights out. Stein's going to hit that 10 times out of 10.
Stein, love that. He's going to be a NESCAC player next year at Colby. Love me some NESCAC.
Stein makes this an 8-2 game.
Yeah, you see Trumbull doesn't really have much of an answer for Ty at the X right now. They lock off the wings. He goes back, or he goes forward. They go back, and he'll push it back to his midi. So, interesting look there. But Joe is able to come out with it and throw one to Erickson.
Erickson going to West Point in 2 years. He's taking a gap year at Taft.
That's going to get a flag there, yep. Bush with possession.
Kaminsky will be flagged. Push down Theron Knapp.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be frustrating for him when he wins it, but he wins the faceoff, but they don't end up with the ball, and he's just got to be able to control it there and ride hard back and get it back for him.
Yeah, Darien should have looked to spread the field a little bit. You had two players within 10, 15 yards of the box spread out. Makes it a tougher pass with a bad angle for Erickson to make, but see what Trumbull has on the man up. Come out on an open set. They'll look to get a guy to the crease though pretty soon, I bet. Yep, here we go.
Eagles moving the ball around nicely.
They're replacing the crease like clockwork, just being active off ball, trying to get Darien team mode to move around.
Here comes Thurlow working back for it. Now they're all even at 6-on-6.
Believe in.
Erickson playing far out on him, just trying to put a little pressure on and work the ball back to Darien.
Bobbled pass finds Darien.
Thurlow takes off. NASCAR. Darien doesn't have numbers here. They look to slow it down.
Saw with Thurlow there, that's why Darien likes to use as many middies as they can, keep the legs fresh, so when you get the ball like that, he can just take off and run past some tired Trumbull defenders.
Yeah, I would like more support off the bench. Come on, Thurlow just hustled down and back. Someone give him a fist bump or something.
Here's Allegro. Winds up and puts that in.
It's a great skip pass, and honestly, it's a better shot. Yeah, they're both really well done. Minikis has a heads up, and Allegro just steps down hard, overhand bouncer. Nothing Group and Simon can really do there. It's just a really good shot.
Yeah, you see when you have a player like Minikis at X with his defender hung up, the entire defense is looking at him. It allows Allegro to get into what Coach B likes to call the window, find time and room, and from there, he's just going to bury that.
Yeah, it's smart counter to the zone. They're trying to draw the top guy down to guard the crease, and that leaves Allegro open right down the middle.
You know, being at the first round of the playoffs, you have to imagine Braemar's pretty excited to get different looks defensively, zone and man. I think it gives the offense a couple different chances to run a lot of things in their sets and get ready for whatever's going to be thrown at them for us.
Good save, Rubenstein. Yeah, these games are more mental than anything. I feel like when I played, you know, you're trying to get better every game, and when you're playing a game you feel confident in going into, you know, sometimes you can play down to your competition, and that's not what you want when you're going to face a good team like, you know, Ridgefield or Greenwich in your next round. So you got to stay focused and play a full 48 minutes.
Feed just high, and it's picked off by Trumbull. They're going down.
That's Sean Brennan. Wilton takes the upset win over New Canaan, 8-7 in double OT, as that's saved by Demopolis.
Really good patience out of Demopolis. You know, he just reacts to the shot, doesn't get jumpy. Darien moving at warp speed.
Yeah, you love to see this hustle out of Thurlow. He's been working up and down the field and getting them opportunities like that. It was just a drop ball by Stein, and if not, if he held on to that, that would have been in the back of the net.
Kids everywhere today. Love that. Having a good selection of D middies going into playoff time, especially when it gets hot out, is so critical. So critical to the Darien team, and I think we've really flourished with that in recent years, especially with kids that go both ways. You don't really see that too often at the college level anymore, so two-way midi is super valuable.
Yeah, you've seen Thurlow get in a bunch more, especially with Jamison Moore's injury, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the playoffs to come. Never having extra legs never can hurt, so another great clear by him.
Just making the right play, that's all. Playing smart, not doing too much. There we go. Ty gives him a fist bump. Love that.
The winner of this game will take on Ridgefield on Wednesday at Wilton High School. It's the first time ever that both the girls and the boys FCX are held at the same school.
Oh, is it at Wilton this year?
I believe so.
That's kind of a shame.
I believe due to COVID, they decided to group everyone together. So it's going to be at Wilton on Wednesday, and then on Friday for the championship games, it's going to be at New Canaan.
I'm sure the boys are a little upset about that. Jack Casagrande has been a staple for the last 10 years, and I remember when I was younger going to games there and seeing state and FCIAC finals and playing there. It's a special field, but doesn't matter.
I'm sure the boys are just a little happier now that New Canaan has been eliminated from the FCIAC playoffs, so they won't have to face them if they make it that far.
Aggressive ride by Darien, but Trumbull's able to come out of it at least for now.
It's good patience out of the pole there. Just waits for the pass to set up. Doesn't panic.
They're going to have to get a touch soon, and there they go.
There they do. Yep. Really good clear out of Trumbull. They're still hustling around. Definitely a smaller team, but
Going to give a quick shout out to our production crew: Miller Hackman, Cooper Puff, Michael Marcine, Ian McCarthy, Brendan Schenk, Kenzie O'Shea, Sarah Bogdan, our advisor Damian Andrew. Got a full crew on board today, including a 3-man booth.
you'll love that.
Yeah, we love to see them. I mean, Craig and I certainly have grinded away at
Yeah.
those camera 1, camera 2 jobs.
I
so,
remember by the Southington game in the semifinals for the state's football. I was operating both directing and camera at the same time. So you love a good full body. I'm sure the broadcast is absolutely spectacular there, pristine as it should be with Damien and everyone. They really do a good job.
Allegro loses that one, picked up by number 32, William Zaslow. And he nets that one.
you can see Demopoulos just signaling the sun was in his eyes, a little bit of a screen. Not much he can do there. I don't think he ever saw that one.
It's a deceptive shot because he's going hard overhand and then stings top right. A lot of time hard overhand nowadays with the way sticks are is normally representative of a bounce shot or a lower goal, but it's that's a 10-yard step down where it pulls it off stick. Demopoulos has to make a good save there. And it's just good placement, good goal by Trumbull. All started with the ride, with the hustle play.
Yep, Coach B says it himself. Goals are the easiest goals come right off the ride, and that's exactly what happened there.
Ethan, you bring up the legendary Coach Braymeyer. What's it like playing under him?
I mean, obviously, it's what we've seen from him. All his players know he's the greatest coach of all time, but you want to go out there and play for him. He's created this program. He runs most amazing ship here, and you just feel kind of part of history, part of his tradition of excellence, he calls it. So you do everything you can for him and to contribute to this awesome program that he's created.
Yeah, I think what goes unnoticed a lot of the time is the stuff we do in practice that he puts together. We have a full college practice plan going into every game. Good play there by O'Malley, just following up after the save. But, we have a practice plan before every practice. It's emulating a college-like atmosphere, and we practice, 2:45 to 5:15, 5:30, 4 days out of the week with a shorter day, before a game, and that can get tiring at times, but B keeps the atmosphere alive. There's yelling, there's screaming, there's a lot of boys getting after it. We end every practice with a sort of full field situations, which are always great. Little JV varsity matchups. Sometimes you get some good sibling matchups. I remember when I was a sophomore, we had the Andrew Darby, Ryan Darby riding and clearing kind of beef, which was always great, and it just gets everyone fired up. And when you're fired up, you're playing better. And that's one of the things I don't think many people realize is the work that goes into practice, and that's why Darien is what they are today, is the practice and the preparation. And it takes a lot of work, and Bramer does it really well, and the players buy into it.
It's just the competitive atmosphere that he fosters. It's like those scrimmages we have at the end of practice can be just as competitive as these games, as these FCIAC games, and everyone's ready for the moment because of it. Great feed by Minikis. Good save by Lau and a better save by Rubenstein.
He steps to the ball so well there, just attacking the ball. It's really well done. Yeah, kind of building on it as an example from the practices, I think every other day, if not every day, we would practice a zone. because you never know when
Yeah.
you're seeing it. Ridgefield used to run a zone almost every game. I don't think they do as much anymore, but the defense, we run a zone for offense, and we'd practice our own zones. I think we've run one zone in the past like 5 years versus Brunswick, but we always have it available, and that's the thing that go unnoticed. The amount of stuff that I think Braemar doesn't even unleash, that because he doesn't need to or doesn't feel like he has to, it is incredible that people don't really realize.
I can think back to us trying to emulate just about every team's defense that we've played in practice, and they come out and think they might be throwing something new at us, but usually it's something we've done every day that week.
Shout out to the referee here. He doesn't like the ball. That's something I don't think the official really ever does. Is players always complain you got a greaser on the field, and the referee listens and fixes it. Shout out to Stripes. You love that.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I have never seen that. It's normally never when the ball is live. It's always off the sideline that the players will swap it themselves. But it makes the game better playing with a real ball. So it's well done.
Here's Hughes.
It's a good show slide out of Stafford.
Hughes tried to find the cutter, but Demopoulos got his stick in there.
It's good play by Stas.
Comes Thurlow again.
There he is. Great pass.
See if Darien can settle it here and try to run another play.
They're going to slow it down there.
They're going to call a timeout, as will we, in just a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation.
You're going to look to see Darien try to set up a play here. The last couple possessions has been a lot of transitions. It's no one's fault. It's been a fast-paced game, but I think Braemar wanted to try to work on something that they've been putting in the work in practice and see if they can execute it in a live situation.
Yeah, exactly. Darien can sometimes get, stuck in warp speed, which isn't great. Sometimes you want to slow it down and get your looks, so it's a smart timeout. And, this is, as much as you want to be competitive, this is kind of a tune-up game for Darien, so they want to be ready for those semis.
So it's interesting here. You see the lefties on the left side and the righties on the right side, which is a little less traditional and from a dodging perspective, but Darien's trying to run more of their zone offense and free up some hands to shoot from
look
outside.
For the slip from... Oh, it's a great play by
wow.
Picorni.
What a spin move from Picorni, makes it 11-3.
The inside roll is dangerous with a lefty rolling to the right, but the way he was able to keep his stick in tight was all that allowed that goal to happen.
Yeah, there's two looks there from Stein, or I forget who was behind Stein or Minikis, but you either have the slip from the pick, or the seal rather, from Finn Picorni, and then if not, you hit Brady Picorni for the step down, which he did, so gives you two different looks, makes the zone work a little bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if Darien sees a zone in their future. Reverse clamp, love that.
Comiskey gets by Brennan. And Darien will set up their offense.
Yeah, in this weird year where you play a team 2, 3, maybe even 4 times come states, you're going to get a lot thrown at you. So for a team that might run man the first 2 games. They might try to go into zone, but maybe watching this film would advise them against doing so.
A little under 2 minutes remain in this first half. Allegro finds Minikis inside.
It's so well done because Allegro pushes to his right, and Trumbull's going to look to rotate their zone, right? And Minikis just kind of beats it, and Allegro beats the zone with the skip pass, and it's just it's a well-executed play and a perfect pass to Minikis that he buries 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's a death wish if you take your attention off Minikis. He's going to find a way to get to a shooting spot wide open, and that's exactly what he did there. He saw everyone's attention diverted to Allegro up top, and he was able to just get into the passing lane.
Caesar's going to look to buy some time for subs to get on, get your legs, get your weapons on the field. Take your time, no need to rush here.
See, about a minute left. Oftentimes you see a team wait to take the last shot, but I guess when you have a face-off guy like Kaminsky's been playing today, it might not be the most important thing in the world, but we'll see what Darien chooses to do.
Picorni tried to go behind the back. What a good save by Rubenstein.
Deflection away from a highlight reel goal there.
Picorni's done that once or twice this year. I believe Stein also had it behind the back at Tiger Hollow, if I remember correctly. Minikis tried to go inside as Caesar puts that one high.
It's tough to pull that one. He's fading away from the net a little bit there.
All right, so
Not a bad take.
Darien's going back to the same look that Brady scored on earlier. There they go for the step down again, but nothing was there, so you're going to pull it out and reset.
Yeah, and they've been having a double crease cut to try and draw one of the crease guys off. Yep, there's the slip.
And there's the slip that Cragen was talking about just a second ago. Good goal by Danny Lau.
Danny Lau, the Swarthmore commit, makes this 13-3.
And, you know, it's an active overload where you have a slip and a step down that, you know, you need 2 guys to cover that, and you need your backside to help in, and it's a tough play to guard, and Darien executes it very well.
So it's now 13 first half goals. We're going to see if Trumbull decides to stay in this zone or if they're going to go back to their man. Here Trumbull looks to stop the break, putting their wings down low.
Yeah. That could pay off.
Kaminsky has just had his way on the face-offs. And timeout by Coach Braymeyer as we will take another timeout. Back here on the DAF Media Network, about 15 more seconds, and then we'll head to half.
Yeah, so you're going to see Darien run some sort of set play here. You have to imagine that's why Braymeyer took the timeout. he's just preparing for that situation one day where we're down 15 seconds are left and we need a goal. So it's a perfect time to practice it here in a early round FCIAC matchup.
You know, look for the seals, look for the cuts.
Yep, they're going to go to that play that Minik scored on earlier, get the pick and try to bang one down.
That was deflected, I think.
All right, Stein's going to pick it up with 6 seconds to go.
I bet he bangs it through X here. Nope.
Expect to see. All right, that's going to take us
That's
to
gonna
the
take
half
us to
about,
half,
yep,
yeah.
0.2 seconds remaining.
And that'll do it for the first half. 13-3 in favor of the Wave. We'll see if it'll be more of the same in the second or if Trumbull can make some noise here in this FCIAC quarterfinal matchup. Second half right around the corner.
We are DAF Media.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We Are On the Stage. We Are At the Big Games. We Are On the Field. We Are In the Gym. We Are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
Looking now at the graphic, as we mentioned beforehand a little bit, Ridgefield beat Greenwich, and Wilton upset New Canaan, and Staples holds true at the number 2 seed to beat the number 7 seed Ludlow. And if everything stays where it is, Darien will face off against Ridgefield on Wednesday. Those games are at New Canaan High School. As we are back here on the DAF Media Network, I'm Ted Brennan alongside Sam Cragen, Ethan Haas, for some second half action of this FCIAC quarterfinals matchup between the 1-seeded Darien Blue Wave and the 8-seeded Trumbull Eagles. And guys, what did you see in that first half from both sides?
I just think on the Darien side, they're really trying to move the ball, practice different plays, get everything all set for maybe more challenging opponents. But I think they're excited to see both the man and zone practice a bunch of different plays so that they're really get them going in live game situations, and they can see what they need to work on before the semis and finals later this week.
Yeah, Trumbull's playing hard, and they've got really good goalie play. They have a different goalie in right now who just made a really good stop. But they're playing hard. You know, they're not actually they don't have that many turnovers. As I say that now, announcers jinx. But I think you'll see Darien kind of take control of this next half of the quarter and get some new legs in there. And the rest will be run the game out.
The new goalie for Trumbull is number 17, Jake Kaplan. Senior getting some minutes in what could be his final game for the Trumbull Eagles.
So it looks like Trumbull's back in their man defense, meaning Darien will go back to more of their traditional looks. Good feed by Minikis, and looks like Stein just missed wide.
No, I think Trumble's still in their zone, I think.
Oh, yep, you're right.
It's not going out. Draw one, move it, one more. Kaplan with the save.
These two Trumbull goalies have had quite the day, and they're really holding this to being
Darien
a
with
lot.
numbers. Trumbull just subbed, and they won't capitalize.
Better feed from Minikis there, and Stein could have gone for his famous low to high rips, but that one was just inside and a little too hard to handle.
Yeah, let's see Stein ride this back here. I think he wants that pass back, so let's see what he can do off the ride. He's playing smart, just trying to turn him.
Turn him and see if Allegro can do something.
Allegro using his football skills, trying to hit that one out. And Ethan, you briefly mentioned about the Trumbull goaltenders keeping this at where it is, even though the score may not reflect that they're having a good day. They're saving a lot of shots, and it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, but I mean, Rubenstein opened up this game with two of the most spectacular saves I've seen of the season. And Demopolis on our end, on Darien's side too, has been just as impressive. So great game for the goaltenders, which is something we love to see in the FCR playoffs.
I think I got Rubenstein at 10 to 13 saves, so that's a real number for the first half.
And a save there from Demopolis as Trumbull tried to go through the 5-hole. That was number 23, Julian Kammerman, on the shot.
Yeah, we saw him go for the crease dive, but I don't think he fully committed to it and just left him without much of an angle.
Yeah, the dive not actually legal in Federation rules yet. I think everyone's calling to the Federation to change it, get the shot clock. College rules are so much better than they are at the high school level.
Yep.
CD Public.
I do know in some sports they are adding shot clocks in the next couple of years, as Picorni nets that one for his third of the night.
Same move, seal with the, you have two looks. You have the slip from the seal, or you have the step down. They have the step down.
Yep, that was their third goal off that play. First one, Picorni had it. Second time, they focused on Picorni. Lau was open on the seal. There they guarded the seal. Back to Picorni. Not much of an answer for that.
Score is now 14-3 in the third quarter.
See Gulick at the face-off this time, and he takes it himself.
Expect a wheel here out of Darien. Caesar with the ball.
I was going to come up and give that pick.
Darien has made a change at goaltender. They've subbed out Andy Demopoulos, and they've put in number 33, Sander Shutterboom. Shutterboom going to Wake Forest.
Yep, that's where I am as well, and he'll be a future club teammate of mine, so excited for that. Great goalie, probably would be starting anywhere else in the FCIAC, so.
Definitely would be starting anywhere in the FCIAC.
What a shot by Stein there.
Shot there from Stein, the Colby commit. Makes this 15-3.
Future Mule. He'll be lighting it up in the NESCAC in the next year. Can't wait to play him. Hopefully I guard him. That'll be good fun.
That's Stein's second of the night.
It's a really good take. Gets top side, frees his hands, and changes levels low to high on the run. It's a strong take by Stein. It's a part of the game that I think he's really developed after seeing him play when he was younger to now. He used to be kind of a crease finisher guy, and I think he got a little bigger, a little stronger, and quicker. And you see he's able to get top side there with ease and have a really good take. Don't know what the call there was.
I think with Darien up 12 now, we go to running time. Is that correct? 15-3?
Yeah, it should be 12 for running time in Federation rules.
You guys would know more than I do.
Yeah. You can never tell. The rules there's a couple of weird rules in the Federation that you kind of forget about once you get to college, so definitely not as noticeable. The girls' game for high school to college is vastly different, and quite honestly, it's a bit appalling, the rules that girls play in high school relative to how good the college games become.
Tell us how you really feel, Cragen.
That's how I feel. Listen, watching college girls lacrosse has been quite the experience this year, especially with players like Charlotte North or Katie Oeg. Just, it's a great sport, and the new rules in the college over the past few years have just made it so much better than what it used to be.
See if Erickson goes to push the break here. Looked like he wanted to shoot, but defense put him far out, but that's going to allow for an easy rebound. Pickup from that looks like Picorni to put Darien up 16-3.
Finn Picorni gets his second of the night.
It looks like we're going to be rolling. Darien's going to be rolling out the second line attackman here.
Yeah, I love that. See who we got.
That looks like Strube is going to be playing the left, and then 38 and 41. Let's take a look at who that is.
38 is Bradley Traeger, and what was the other number you said?
41.
41, Brennan Moore, younger brother.
Oh, future Moore. Love that. Let's see. Yeah, you can see some kids moving up to the bench, making the pilgrimage up to the box line.
Oh, Turf Monster came out and got Gulick, but he was able to get back up and keep running.
Easy work for Gulick. Big boy. That's going to be a push.
There's Danny Lau with it now.
Yeah, so as Drew moves down to attack, they're going to be accompanied by number 46. I'm not sure we have that number on our roster.
46, no. Flag on the play.
Who do they got in at D? Let's see. Brian Martin in a D. Who else we got over there?
Looks like Mac McGarren.
Mac McGarren. He's playing the backup LSM, but he's a true defender. And he's the third there.
Number 46 is Connor Palin. He's a junior.
Yeah, excited to see these different looks. It also allows different players to play with each other, and you never know when the time's going to change. You're going to need to be playing with someone else, so it's good that different players are able to build up different chemistry with each other. Good pickup by McGarren, able to get it to Caesar and see if they can set up the man up and get one more opportunity before Trumbull releases.
The third defender is number 16, Pierce Mahoney. Nice hesitation.
Good shot there, and it's in from number 41, Brennan Moore.
Darien goal, Brennan Moore.
Love to see the young guys get on the board. Always a promising future, so when these kids graduate, when our seniors graduate, then we'll have the next man up mentality and kids who already have a lot of in-game varsity experience.
And I'm sure Jameson, who's on the sideline, is a proud older brother watching his little brother score in an FCIAC playoff game. Although I'm sure he would have liked to have been out there tonight helping his team. Brennan will get called, I believe, a push in the back.
We get the third line midfield out here, I think. Or just, going to some new legs here. Morgan Rupenstein, number 26. Shout out Colin Rupenstein. The future is looking bright. Love a good Roop out there.
52 looks like Briggs McGuckin with the ball here.
And 39, who do we got there? We don't have a number for 39. Oh, is that Connor Palin we talked about earlier?
So Darien usually moves up about 10 to 15 guys come the playoffs, and these guys getting on the field right here. So new rosters for us, but that's a familiar name right there. Riley Strube with the goal.
Yeah, like this, it's a continuation of the culture. It's getting the young guys exposed to what it's like to be on the varsity roster, and it's keeping them practicing for 3 more weeks. The freshman season, I think, has already ended. The JV season has ended, so they get to practice through FCIACs on 3 states. So keeping the stick in the hands, everyone's getting better, and Braemar does a really good job with it, quite honestly.
Who was on that last goal?
That was Riley Strube.
Riley Strube, thank you. Just checking out the PA announcer, Mr. Sweeney's rosters. He's got all of the numbers and all of the players. So we were looking for number 39, who's Elliot Lancaster. He's a freshman.
Lank, okay.
Good pickup there by senior Drew Amersakis. Senior going to play lacrosse at Vassar next year. It says a lot about the program when you're rolling out your 3rd or 4th LSM and they're still going off to playing college next year. I'm not sure that's something that a lot of other programs see very often.
Yeah. Who was 4'6"? Do we have 4'6"?
That's Connor Palin.
That's Palin.
Palin. Oh, I thought Brian Martin kept it over, but he didn't. Jack Savage going in, senior. That's a kid who's worked hard his whole career.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if Trumbull looks to push here. Good deep by Savage. Here comes the slide.
Oh.
And with that running clock, that looks like it might take us till the end. 5 seconds, under 5, and that's going to do it.
That'll do it for the 3rd quarter, 18-3. We'll be back with the 4th quarter in just a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, we're going to give a shout out to our production crew: Miller Hackman, Cooper Puff, Michael Marcine, Ian McCarthy, Brandon Schenk, Kenzie O'Shea, Sarah Bogdan, and Trey Cahill.
Good look out on the face with another senior in there on the wing, Ryan Blatney.
Jake Wilson out there on D, Alpha Wilson. Sam Wilson, really envious of Jake's production here. Sam Wilson playing football, possibly lacrosse in Middlebury. Another NESCAC product, we love that.
Good cut.
It's a good look.
Can't hold on to it. This is where these second liners can really prove themselves on the ride, show the effort that Braymire's looking for.
Yeah. It's always nerve-wracking. I remember going in as a freshman. You don't want to let up that goal. You don't want to make that play, but it's good experience. It pays off.
You'd rather get those nerves out, too, when you're a freshman, because when you're a senior and playing in the big moments, it's nice to feel relaxed and feel comfortable on that field.
Of course, yeah. Tom Traeger in, number 19, senior. He's a huge culture guy, just building that incredible culture.
While we have a quick second, I want to ask you guys, what was your favorite memory playing on this Darien squad?
Favorite memory? For me, state championship is always a good time. That was a fun one, especially coming back and beating Wilton, who we lost to in the FCIAC. We had some new faces get in there. Like, I remember Holt got in and had a goal, and Sam Wilson had a one-hander goal versus a really good goalie. So I think that win was a testament to like how deep our program really was, and it was, it's nice ending the season in a pile. We all lament about that FCIAC loss, but you're going into your summer with a win and you're state champion. There's not a lot you can't love about that.
Goal there from number 34, Alec Medwar.
Goal, Alec Medwar.
That whole play started with the great save by goalie Sander Shudaboom, who's coming off now. So great playing by him. I don't think there's any goals allowed, so have to clap it up for the future Wake Forest Demon Deacon.
Subbing in for Shudaboom is number 14, Cam Weibel.
He's a beast. You love that. Two of the biggest players on the team are Andy Demopoulos and Cameron Weibel. You can see that the cage looks tiny compared to him. Tall figure. I'm going to get a push here. Got a couple of freshmen here. We got a freshman in here, Briggs McGuckin, number 52. Rocking the low socks. I don't know how Braemar feels about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bold move. Braemar is particular about what he likes his players to wear. Notice everyone's wearing white cleats because you have to. It's just kind of how it works. Notice how no one's wearing tights. No tights allowed. It's a culture thing. Everyone loves it.
So, Ethan, we heard Cragen's favorite memory. What was your favorite memory?
I think I would also have to echo that moment, that state championship game. I think just the difference in lows and highs we felt between those two Wilton games were enormous. I think that morning of that game, we all kind of knew what was coming, and we were just ready to show Wilton it.
Yeah, I have a couple also favorite wins. Beating New Canaan, I don't even know what the score is, 14-2. Whatever. Beating New Canaan's always fun. It was at New Canaan, and everyone's just having a good time. It was just one of those wins. Everything's we're playing well, having fun, and I just remember you make it to the sideline, and everyone's just having a good time. Those games where I was on the field and ended off on the sideline because we were getting some other players some looks at the end. It's always fun running out there, getting your backup goalie, just when you can get more players on the field in a big game like that, it's always just,
Yeah.
it just makes everyone in such a good mood, really.
I think something that goes a little unnoticed is these players have been playing together since as a full team since last summer, and as a grade since first or second grade, and these kids have all played with each other for so long, and it's more than just the practices and the games. It's the winter league games, the summer league games, and that's kind of where the team is built.
Almost ate it there. I'm a little unstable on crutches right now. Shout out Ethan Haas for just falling back there. He saved me.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
We don't want you to hurt yourself, Craig.
Yeah. I get surgery in June.
Already more than you did.
Yeah. Oh.
And that's a goal there.
Number 41, Brennan Moore.
That's his second.
What's cool there is the ball speed of which Darien got that man up going was so quick, and you've got younger kids in there who have probably never run a varsity man up before, and yet they get out there, they trust their preparation. Braemar throws them out there and calls a play, and they get it done. You move the ball quickly around, see a shot, and take it without hesitation. It says a lot. You're a younger kid who hasn't really played, and that's the right shot to take, but it can be nerve-wracking, and it does a good job with it.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of these guys, I can certainly say my first time going on the field, even though it was probably a game similar to this one, it's a little nerve-wracking at first, but you realize you're just catching and throwing like you do every single other day of the year, and you just got to execute and do what you know how to do, just like that.
William Bonner in at LSM, the freshman, causing some havoc at the midfield. Trumbull's going to burn a timeout because of it. You love that freshman getting out there, getting on the hands, getting the ball on the turf. I think Trumbull coach there was worried about not getting it in the box in time, and he's fired up. He's hitting his helmet. Love that.
Jim Kemmerman and the Trumbull Eagles will take a timeout, as will we. Will be back with more fourth quarter action. Back here on the DAF Media Network.
Yeah, Trumbull today without their noticeable student section, the black hole. They always come to a lot of these, non-traditional games, and playing with fans, it means a lot. And I think that's a lot of Trumbull's success as an athletic department comes to their black hole. They come in force. That's a good take there. Cameron Ribel standing tall, as if he wasn't tall enough already.
We see Darien High School alumni, Darien Lacrosse alumni, Spencer Smith to our right, cheering on the goalies. Him a goalie himself, so always good to see the Lacrosse alumni out here.
Nice contact. That's good D-Mitty there. Trumble's going to have an invert here. Let's see what Darien gets into defensively. I think they might designate a slide here, maybe not. They go into a big little, actually. So expect a pick here. Nope, denies the pick.
Looks to inside roll, but great defense by
Good
Medwar.
D. Yeah.
He's played up and down the field
Nice
today.
double
Goal.
by Bonner. It's a great double by William Bonner. Expects the roll when it comes. Look for him to recover back. Yep. It's really well done. It's the right slide.
All right, we're under 5 here in the fourth.
Slide, recover, yep. Good lift.
Good skip, but Darien's
Yeah.
able to recover.
It's a good take. Trumbull draws the slide there, hits the open man on the crease.
It's number 23, Julian Cameraman. That's his second.
Good playing by Cam, but he's subbed out here now for our fourth goalie of the game. It's at number 42, Carter Hagan.
Is that a freshman?
I'll go figure that out right now.
I think it's freshman. I know it's freshman. I remember playing him. He'd come up in some of the Chelsea Piers clinics as an 8th grader, and he's definitely had a couple of shots where he was like, all right, this isn't youth anymore, but he's a good player.
Excited to see him get some varsity minutes.
Oh, ball's on the ground. Didn't even realize.
Whoever said Carter Hagan was right on the money.
That's what knowing your youth program looks like right there.
And he makes a save. Darien sideline.
Oh, the turf monster
Turf
comes
monster
back out.
gets him. It happens. Oh, giving. Oh.
So that looks like a younger McAvoy out there. Campbell, a future or a former Darien lacrosse player. Good to see his younger brother out there.
Mm-hmm. We got more freshmen. Our youth, younger players going in at D.
It's like number 50, Dylan DeRizo, DAF Media's own, is checking in. That's what you like to see when you have a larger team like Darien does, getting their younger players some minutes.
Love seeing Darien ride hard like this.
They love it. They, you've been sitting on the bench all day. Get out there, stretch your legs, make some plays.
Here's Hughes.
Coach Segreta, defensive coach for Darien, talking to his younger players, seeing who hasn't gotten in, getting some valuable reps in for everyone. It's a rip, by the way, by Trumbull. It's a really good take.
Yeah, that looks like a upperclassman versus a freshman matchup, and sometimes those might not necessarily go your way as a freshman.
Yeah, that's a good take.
That's the hat trick for Hughes.
Darien goes their 4th FOGO, maybe? Don't have his number. Briggs McGuckin with his low socks.
About a minute remaining here, 20-5 the score. And while the clock is winding down, let's get your final thoughts on the game, guys.
I think Darien, these games are tough because you have to do a lot of mental reps because you can't just walk through the motions. You have to get better. I think Darien did the right job. Not a lot of dumb turnovers. Really played well. And I think Trumbull, they played hard. They had a really good goalie play, and never did you never saw any palms up or any of those moments. They're always playing to the whistle and crushing their teammates. And you got to respect that.
Yep, another good goal there by Trumbull to make it 20-6. But as for Darien, I think they'd have to be happy walking away from this game. Played well all around, was able to empty their bench, was able to work on their zone a lot, which was probably not something a lot of teams throw at them. So I think that they're going to feel well prepared and ride this momentum into Wednesday's game against Ridgefield at New Canaan.
They will be playing the 5th seed Ridgefield Tigers at New Canaan. They will be trying to win another FCIAC title.
The 4th FOGO. Love that.
And that'll do it here on the DAF Media Network. The final score, 20-6 in favor of Darien as they move on in the FCIAC playoffs. And I'm going to give one final shout out to our production crew: Miller Hackman, Cooper Puff, Mike Mercine, Ian McCarthy, Wayne Schenk, Kenzie Osei, Sarah Bogdan, Trey Cahill. And guys, thank you so much for being out here. Sam Craig and Ethan Haas. It's been such a pleasure to call this game with you guys.
Of course, it's always a lovely time to go back and watch the future play.
Yeah, but this has been fun. Thank you guys for letting me join in.
It's nice coming back to the booth and to the studio. Love me some DAF Media Network.
I'm Ted Brennan signing off.